Hi, I'm Matthew Oclander. I'm a member of the men's varsity rowing team here at SPU.
Well, Matt, season is still very early, but you've had a couple of regattas, including one last week down at Pacific Lutheran in Lakewood, Washington. How'd things go there for you?
Yeah, that was a really good regatta. It was the first full 2K race we had, and again, it's kind of a perennial rival of ours. It was really good. The men's team, we swept the men's events, the varsity 4 winning their race, and then the JV 4 winning the next race, and the men's novice 4 not too far behind that.
You mentioned JV 4, also called the second varsity 4 in NCAA lingo. That boat, you went wire to wire for the win, but you went a little bit off course, rode a little more than the 2,000 meters.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened there?
So the American Lake is really big, and so they're very nondescript course. There are no lane markers, and they're just a couple buoys for every 500. And our coxswain originally lined up on the wrong buoys, and so we started off, and we got ahead about a bow to stern. So PLU's bow was on our stern. And we were sitting there, and we were drifting off, and then the race official, who was the PLU coach, and also our coach was in that launch, started telling us, "Oh, get back on course," because our coxswain was pointing at the wrong buoy, and it's really easy to do on that course. And so we corrected, but we went way out, and then kind of did a little bit of overcorrection, and so in the end we probably rode over 2,000 meters, but we got back on course, and we ended up winning by two and a half boat lengths of open water.
You mentioned it's also early in the year, and the lineups are shuffling the boats. How difficult is that to put together, a 4 of people that have not rowed as much together? What's the dynamic going on there?
The whole men's team, we have 2, like you said, there's a first varsity 4 and a second varsity 4, and both those 4s are really competitive with each other. We have a lot of really good inter-squad dynamics going on. And right now we have 3 guys going for that last spot in the varsity 4 that was vacated by our one graduating senior last year. And so it's bred a lot of really good competitive, and it's a really good competitive environment. And so we all trust each other on the team. We're all there for each other, and we just build each other up. If I'm sitting in the varsity 4 and then coach makes a switch, I'm not grumbling and whatnot. I'm looking at the guy going in saying, "Hey, go kick some butt, do as well as you can," and everyone does that for me, and we do that to everyone, and so it's really a good team dynamic that we got going on.
This week the team heads down to Eureka, California. It's the Blue Heron Sprints on Humboldt Bay. Your thoughts on that regatta?
Well, I've never been on this race course. I've been to Eureka, California before. That was a long time ago. And so I'm really excited. First time I'm rowing on any salt water, because the canal and Lake Union are all freshwater. And so it'll be a really good experience, really fun thing to do, get to go through the redwood forests and whatnot. But in terms of racing, the course, we haven't been there in a while, but it's always been a lot of fun, been really competitive, and we get to kind of see how we're doing to some California foes and really test out our speed.
Outside of racing and crew, it's spring break here at SPU, so the campus is pretty quiet. Other than here in the shell house, things are hopping. You do a unique thing every year, SPU rowing. Tell us about the car wash and where the proceeds go for that.
Right. So every year we have a car wash that we run, and it goes towards Hope Africa, and it's a fund that we raise for a gentleman. His name is Marvin, and he's a medical student in Africa. And we raise money. Our goal is $1,000 every single year. And we actually went above and beyond that goal this year. It was really awesome. But all those funds, they don't go to us, they go directly to Marvin and help him get through medical school.
Fantastic. And finally, tell us where you're from and how you ended up at SPU.
So I'm from Washington, D.C., and I come from a military family, so moving around and being in new places has never really been an issue for me. And my parents are never afraid to drive, 4 hours for a day trip. And I'm not saying I wanted to be away from my parents, but I really wanted to get away from the East Coast and kind of see the whole country, really. And so my high school had a really good college search program and college match program, and so I used that, and every single time, no matter what variables I would put in, SPU would always be pinging at the top, and so eventually I came out to visit a Division I school because I got recruited to row for them as well. And so I came down here out for them, and then I was like, okay, I'm out here, might as well just go visit SPU. And so I came here, met with Coach, and met with a professor who had worked with my dad when he was in Afghanistan. She had access to old Soviet archives of when they went to Afghanistan. Really cool stuff. And out of nowhere, the political science department chair, Dr. Reed Davis, came over and said, I Googled your name. There's a picture of you with Amy Grant. I love Amy Grant. Let me take you to lunch. And I'd never met this guy before. First time I had met Dr. Drozdova, and he just took me out to lunch, and we sat and talked about life, politics, law, crew, just everything under the sun. And I went, wow, I did not get this at that other school, and I never got it at any other school that I visited. And it was really just kind of all the pieces came together, and I really found a home here.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much, and good luck this weekend in California.
Thank you.